Hey everybody, here we are at SHOT Show in the Gun Owners of America booth, and I'm here with my friend, the Attorney Assassin. It's his new nickname starting today. Steven Stambulia, how you doing, buddy?
Hey bro, how's it going, man?
Good, good. You all might remember a year ago, right here in this booth, actually it was over there a little bit, but he uncovered some information that shredded the ATF, and we're here to do that again today. I know you all love that. So why don't you tell the folks what you have uncovered based off of your lawsuit?
Yeah, so wow. So this one goes back like 5 years. Back in 2018, we filed a lawsuit called Humbert v. United States of America over NICS appeals and NFA appeals. And you know, for the people that aren't really in on National Firearms Act regulated items, you have to go through a massive amount of paperwork, photographs, fingerprints. You got to get your, notify your chief law enforcement officer, and then you send all that information to the ATF where it just languishes. Well, the ATF at that point was sending the background checks to the FBI to do a background check and to make a determination through NICS. Well, that sounds fine, right? That when those background checks were coming back denied, the ATF would say, oh, well, this is denied, the FBI denied you, and then they would send those people back to the ATF for a resolution. Well, the FBI is like, whoa, we're not doing these background checks. We don't have to do background checks for NFA.
Right.
And by the way, ATF, we're not even going to do background checks for you, period. Like, we're not even going to make the determinations.
Yeah, I remember that. That was 2017, 2018.
Yeah. And so it was just crazy. And so, like, through litigation, we discovered all of these letters going back and forth through ATF and FBI. The ATF saying, FBI, you have to do these determinations, and you have to do the background checks. The FBI came back and said, no, that violates all of this other federal law, and we can't do it. Which is kind of funny.
Shocker, right?
Right, but they're throwing each other under the bus. Call it like a lover's quarrel.
Yeah, right.
Fast forward a little bit. The ATF and FBI could never work a system out until my case got mooted out, because lo and behold, they gave all of my plaintiffs their relief. So they said, oh, you know that guy that had a 1975 conviction for riding on a public bathroom wall in Yosemite National Park? He's not prohibited. They actually thought that riding on a public bathroom wall in a national park would make you a prohibited person.
Well, it's very dangerous.
It's super dangerous.
I mean, a deer could lick that ink, right?
It could die.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I had another guy who was a white doctor from Oklahoma, common name, same birth date apparently as a black guy from New Jersey that had a domestic order of protection put out against him. And it's like the FBI or the ATF couldn't figure out that this was not the same guy. So I had to submit his passport, his birth certificate, his driver's license. This is all in litigation too. This isn't like I'm making a phone call trying to help somebody fix their records. So we got him squared away. We're still litigating the case. And so I've got 3 plaintiffs left. The one with the riding on the bathroom wall, because violent criminal, right?
Oh, yes.
He actually got into a fight with his best friend when he was 18. And the FBI said, we don't have records for this, and we don't know if this isn't a domestic violence. Now, I know I said a lot of negatives right there, so if you could follow along, but that's how they explain it. We don't know if this isn't domestic violence. So I had to have him file an affidavit and his wife file an affidavit saying it was his friend, they weren't dating, they weren't married, they didn't cohabitate, they didn't have children together. And I went through all of the DV statute, domestic violence statute criteria. And then the FBI's like, oh, he's not prohibited. $150,000, 5 years of litigation, gave all my plaintiffs their relief. A couple of days ago, right before SHOT Show, they came out, the FBI and ATF magically have entered into a memorandum of understanding. We're shocking, this is going to shock you. They will now process NFA appeals. So if you are denied a suppressor, it's going to go through the same process that you would go through on a Title I firearm, like if you were denied a shotgun or a rifle. I attended the FBI town hall yesterday, which was so much fun, and they said that the process will mirror the Title I, which is the regular firearm criteria. So what that looks like now for NFA specific, I don't know, because it's very new, and I don't have any information of someone actually having gone through this process. It should not have taken 5 years. It should not have taken attorneys litigating this, just litigating their hearts out.
Absolutely.
And providing affidavits from your wife and yourself about how you weren't dating another man. And this was 1975, 76. This isn't like normal now, right? And to tell them that this wasn't a domestic violence. Boys get in fights. that just happens.
Typically,
right?
yeah.
Riding on a public bathroom wall, I don't care in what country, city, county, tribal area you are. It's not a dispossessing crime. It's not a prohibiting crime. It's not a crime of violence. Like, no Supreme Court justice would say, we can prohibit you based on you riding on a public bathroom wall.
Right.
The founders certainly would not have said that.
No, they probably wrote on the bathroom
They
walls.
probably did. The Marines at Tun Tavern probably wrote at the bathroom wall. What they wrote, we'll leave it out.
So do you know about ish how many denials there are a year?
For NFA? Yeah, specifically, I don't know that. They didn't provide any numbers.
Okay.
I did find something out interesting yesterday. They released a bunch of new metrics on the FBI disqualifiers under NICS. There are 7 million disqualifiers. 7 million just for mental health. This is new.
Wow.
7 million. So these are people that likely don't know that they're disqualified. I mean, some of them obviously do. Like if they have a involuntary commitment, and that's a lifetime.
Yeah.
It's pretty much lifetime. The one that was interesting to me is 14 million illegal alien entries. 14 million entries of illegal aliens in NICS. Like that boggles my mind, and it raised a lot of questions to me. It's like, well, number one, if people are just coming across the border, how do they even know to enter these people into NICS?
Right.
So, are these people that ISIS identified and entered into NICS as illegals? Are these people that have tried to purchase a gun and then subsequently been denied?
Right.
And then a NICS entry be created? Well, what's happening with those people? So now I have 1,000 more questions about what the hell is going on.
Kind of flies in their Fix NICS program, doesn't it?
Well, it does.
Yeah.
And Fix NICS, I mean, NICS is a disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell everybody that. They say that they have a, I want to get the statistic right. I tweeted it out yesterday, but it's 71 to 72% are instant. Well, 29 to 28% are not instant, right? They don't get instant returns on whatever their disposition is for their firearm. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. I mean, 29% of a million people is a substantial number of people.
Right. To have their rights delayed.
Exactly.
Or denied.
And a right delayed is a right denied, right? Isn't that what we say? And yet the FBI is like, we're doing a good job. We're doing a great job, and we're going to keep up the good work. And I'm just sitting there shaking my head. It's like, you're not. You're not.
Unfortunately, it came about kind of rough. It took 5 years of a lawsuit that you worked hard on.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're out there and you have been denied for an NFA purchase, you now have at least some due process worked in. What it looks like, we're not sure of yet.
Right.
But you do have maybe an appeal process?
Yeah, I mean, so they say it mirrors the regular appeals process. So typically in the regular appeals process, if you go buy a gun, the dealer, they call it in and you get a denied. You get an NTN number, a NICS transaction number. And then you get a little pamphlet that says, here's how you appeal or whatever. And so then you work through the steps on your appeal. It could be getting your identity history from the FBI. It could be submitting additional court documents to CJIS if you have, let's say you were under an order of protection at one point and you're not anymore, and that doesn't happen to be disqualifying. So, the sky's the limit as to what they're going to want from you to fix this stuff. And sometimes it doesn't work, and you have to sue them.
For a right that's guaranteed to us.
Yeah,
by our creator.
And the thing that really just really grates on me, I talk about attorney's fees, and it's not like I'm out there just chasing money all the time, but like attorneys work for money, right? So 925A, which is the statute that we sue under to force the FBI in the United States, because that's who you sue in, to correct the records, has a provision for attorney's fees if you prevail. Well, I prevailed in my lawsuit, right? Because I got the relief. But you don't, because unless the court affirmatively gives you relief, like the court says, yeah, you denied Mr. Lecomte, he's a great guy. This is the guy that wrote on the bathroom wall. You denied his rights, and we're going to do something about it. The court doesn't issue any attorney's fees. Like, so, it's $150,000. It's not small change, right? And 5 years of litigation, and 5 years of your life is just gone in a case. But now the nice thing about it is, we've opened up this opportunity for everybody that has an NFA denial to be able to appeal. And I think that is huge.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted from the beginning.
And they could have given that in 2017, 2018.
Yeah, when they were fighting, saying they couldn't do it. It's
right.
like, what changed? What changed in 5 years? Except the case being mooted.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing it, because they wouldn't have done it if you didn't sue, man. You know that.
No
we all
way.
know that.
No way.
We all know
Yeah,
that.
no way.
Dude, thank you again for stepping up for gun owners across the country. And y'all don't see him because he operates in the darkness, but he is crushing it. He's killing it for us. You know, when things go wrong, no matter what state you're in, the people who take up that fight, you're looking at one of them right here. So on behalf of all of my viewers, brother, thank you for doing what you do.
I appreciate it.
I know it's a
Appreciate you
thankless
too.
job, dude, but thank you very much.
Well, I appreciate you too. Thank you so much.
Y'all, thanks for stopping by with this little SHOT Show chat. I will see you all on my normal, regular schedule once I get back to Tennessee. But until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. Join Gun Owners of America. Support them. Links down below. Skip a pizza. Send them $20. It helps. Take care.